Oh, there we go.
Welcome back to this hellhole.
Yeah. Oh, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah, okay. So
welcome back to this not as much of a hellhole.
I forgot that I was doing this. So, yeah. I farmed a bit and got our stats up. I forget to what.
I don't know.
We're level 99. Which means that we should be able to do pretty decent.
God, I hope so.
Actually, let's just first. Because otherwise it's just going to be more backtracking through Anne Orlando like we all...
Literally our entire game right now.
Most of the entire recording is backtracking.
Alright, now do the cool glitch on this stupid fucking half corpse.
You know I haven't even actually went through here. Like the correct way.
Yeah, I know.
I've just been utilizing this glitch.
Yeah, I know. What the f...
It doesn't spawn him in because unless you go through the doorway, it doesn't recognize that you're walking this direction.
He's gonna drop down out of nowhere. I like this guy's got a sword. Some decent damage.
Yeah.
And that guy's like, I hear things, but I'm not gonna turn around.
Yeah, well, he's like, did you see what he did to that guy?
I'm just gonna act like I'm not here. I'm a tree.
Yeah.
I'm a tree on this castle wall. Hello, Priscilla. How are you doing?
This 100 times.
How you doing? Yeah, I'm leaving.
Alright, let's get out of here.
I do really like... Alright, hey, dead guy. I do really like how the hesitation... Alright, there we go. I do like the hesitation that the character has when they, right before they jump, they're like, ah, shit, I don't know. They do it every single time.
Going for Seath or Nito?
You want to flip a coin? Whichever one you feel more comfortable with. Whichever one you think.
Yeah, you know what? Let's flip a coin. Seath or Nito?
Heads for,
heads for Seath.
No,
Wait, no.
Tails for Seath because he doesn't have one.
Because he has a tail, and heads for Nito because he's got nothing but heads. The whole thing's his whole body is heads.
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 Yeah, but I really wanted to fight Seath.
Tails.
All right, Nito it is.
I was gonna flip it a third time just to get, best 2 out of 3.
I honestly should have put us back at Firelink Shrine before we even started.
I think you were just really tired, so.
I don't even remember what I was doing.
I just remember us ending, and then I completely forgot about all the grinding you did.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know.
Forgot that I made this place dark, too.
Yeah, this place is dark. I remember that. I remember the darkness imprisoning me. All I see. That's the horror.
That's just I've done so many Dark Souls playthroughs. It's kind of easy.
They all bled together.
Yeah, basically. It's kind of easy to forget where I was and what I was doing.
You know, it is kind of stupid to run with a sword like that, and it's probably quite difficult. Swords are heavy.
You kind of drag it.
Swords are heavy. Or, put it in a sheath.
You know, that's one thing the later Dark Souls do really well. Is, like, watch this. See, he's gonna wave like there's not a sword in the hand. Yeah.
Ow. Ow.
Makes it look weightless.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Before we start, I need to show you a picture I took. Or not a picture I took, but a screenshot I saw. That is pretty good. I'm a fan.
Alright, so, Nito it is.
He's real fucking neato.
Oh, dude, Framp's still here.
Hey,
Okay,
asshole.
okay,
You
okay.
Sorry, fool. You could not be the chosen one.
I guess he
Enough.
really,
I shall
hold on just a second. So, Alex at work today told me that you could drop down here and go to the Lord Vessel. Oh my god, it actually works.
Yeah.
I didn't know you could do that. Well, that means we didn't even need to beat the four kings first. We could have just placed the Lord Vessel and, went about our business. We didn't actually need to fight that really difficult boss fight that we weren't prepared for.
That we took 3 hours to do.
Yeah. It was longer than that, wasn't it? It was like 4 hours or so.
Should I go get the gun, or do you want to?
Huh. Wow.
Yeah.
I feel pretty stupid to tell you the truth.
You want to turn the sound up so we can actually hear the game?
Yeah, sure.
There we go.
Not that it much matters.
I like hearing these things.
You like hearing the wind rushing through? There's literally no sound at all. There's
No.
nothing going on.
The bird's not
There's
making a sound?
Birds aren't chirping. The bees aren't buzzing.
Nothing's happening.
Yeah, it's a pretty quiet place.
Well, this is about to get a lot loud.
No, it's not.
You didn't hear all that noise those guys made? Look at these floating skeletons. Look at those
Sounds-
frames drop.
Sounds like somebody ripping a zipper.
Oh, back to this hellhole.
Yeah, I'm not really looking forward to going back to the catacombs. It's not like we really had a good time down here.
We never had a good time ever
Yep,
in
never.
any of our visits to this place. Not the first time, not the second time, not the fifth time, not this time, probably. Hopefully this time.
There's not a good time in the catacombs, really.
Ow.
Somebody died. Oh yeah, I got a tap B to go down the ladder. Okay, so story time. I've been playing a lot of Dark Souls 3 lately because
So have I,
well,
and I really got mad at it.
Yeah, well, you get mad at it always.
Yeah, I do.
You just get way too mad at this game for some reason.
I don't get mad at this game.
Well, these games, you know.
You know what? You know what?
What?
I could have used some help.
Well, yeah, you could have used some help, but I don't understand why you get so mad at, like...
I'm allowed to get mad at things that
Well,
frustrate
yeah, I'm just
me.
concerned.
That skeleton killed himself.
Anyway, what I was going to say is, I've been playing a lot of Dark Souls 3 lately because I had to reinstall my OS. I had to do an emergency reinstallation because I messed something up. I don't remember what it was. And
Shit got fucked.
yeah, so I had to start a new file essentially, right? And I'd been playing so much of this, right? So much Dark Souls 1. There are a few buttons that are different from Dark Souls 1 to 3. Like,
Double
they
kill.
feel really similar, right? Because obviously one's a sequel to the other, right?
Yeah, obviously.
But like,
Jesus Christ, that guy
if
came out of nowhere.
you use the controls of if you use the mechanics of Dark Souls 1,
You're gonna have
sometimes
a bad time.
it'll get you killed. Like, okay, ladders, right? You know how you tap B to go down ladders in this one?
Yeah.
If you tap B in Dark Souls 3,
You fall the fuck
you'll
off.
fall off the ladder.
Into a pit of doom.
And while playing
death.
Dark Souls 3, I died like I can contribute like I can attribute like I want to say like 10, 20 deaths to tapping B instead of holding B.
Jumping
And it just
right off the
seems
fucking ladder.
it seems like a really weird move. Like, why would you change that control, you know, arbitrarily, right?
I don't know.
I mean, because people playing Dark Souls 3, there's gonna be a lot of people playing Dark Souls 3 that's played Dark Souls 1, right?
Well, of course.
So, like, you're guaranteed to get one cheap death from that, you know? You know what I mean? Like,
Cool thing.
for everybody that's played, for like, the people who played Dark Souls 1, they're probably gonna die at least once to tapping B, right? At least once.
Ugh.
Right?
Those guys. Yeah.
So why would you do that?
It's probably because they want people to die by tapping B.
But Dark
like
Souls,
it's
Dark
like-
Souls 3 isn't as mean-spirited as, like, say, Dark Souls 2. I never get the feeling in Dark Souls 3 that they intend for you to die, you know? If you die, it's just, whoops, you weren't as good as we expected you to be, right?
Well, that guy wasn't as good as he expected himself to be.
You know? It just seems like a weird move, because, like, Dark Souls as a franchise is very well thought out, you know? There's almost, like, nothing that was put in here that didn't have some kind of intention.
What
With a
about
few exceptions,
What
right?
about these bugs? They're everywhere.
Well, I mean, they didn't mean to make bugs. By the way, you know the story on that, right?
The bugs?
Yeah, the bugs.
No, what's the
actually.
story on the bugs?
The PC version, of course, was a buggy mess at release, right?
Yeah.
But the reason everyone was okay with that, including myself, was that From Software, who made Dark Souls, right?
That fucking statue.
You know, those guys.
Yeah, those guys.
The creators of Dark Souls.
Mhm.
Never intended for a PC release.
So it was fucked. little
Well,
bit.
actually, Hideki Miyazaki, I think it was Hidetaki Miyazaki's himself, all right?
Hidetaka Miyazaki?
I think I probably just butchered his name.
Probably.
Miyazaki.
We'll roll with it.
Anyway,
You might want to heal at some point.
I'm good. Cut me a break. I'm a gaijin. Anyway,
Goomba?
No, God, no. He does his thing, I do my thing.
You don't talk to each other. Or know each other, for that matter.
I like him a lot, though.
I've never watched anything of him. I've just heard.
Really?
Only heard of him.
His videos are pretty good. You should check it out.
Perhaps. God damn it.
He gets a lot of flack from some hard fans, you know, of game theory. Cause see, it's kind of a double-edged.
What's up with the rivalry there?
Why?
What's going on there? Why is that a thing?
Okay, so let me explain how this works. Gaijin Goomba, Game Theory, and another guy, right, all share the same channel. So Gaijin's uploads go up on the same, like, hold on. It's a hidden bonfire. Anyway,
Son of a...
yeah, I know, you need this bonfire, really. So they all go up on the same channel, right?
Uh-huh.
So it's kind of a double-edged sword. Gaijin Goomba gets a lot of views that he wouldn't have got, you know, from MatPat, and vice versa, right? But at the same time,
Partnership.
there's a lot of people who watch Game Theory that just don't much care for Gaijin Goomba's uploads, but they watch them anyway because they're subscribed to Game Theory. So.
Oh, look, an asshole.
He looks really weird in this one, especially since I just saw him in Dark Souls 3.
So did I. You locked me in a
Good
tower.
day. You look reasonably sane. What are you doing in the Catacombs? Are you a cleric or something?
No, I'm not a cleric. I'm a pyromancer. It's kind of the opposite.
I'm a pyromancer.
Oh, I know what it is. You've come for the trinkets, haven't you? Well, whatever it is. This
Your mouth's
place
not
is
moving.
treacherous.
No one's mouth
You
moves.
watch your step.
It's really weird.
Nobody's mouth moves. Actually, ever. Not a single character. But anyway, yeah, so he draws a lot of ire from people who wouldn't traditionally be, you know, say his fans, right?
Don't mind me, guy. Just gonna pull this lever and face.
That
through.
lever's right in front of him. You know what's gonna happen, right?
Yeah.
He's gonna pull that lever.
He's gonna do it.
We know who that is.
Yep.
His name starts with a P and ends with an Atches.
Watching
Don't you do it.
bald fuck.
Don't you do it. I know he's gonna do it, but I just want to see if you can see him do it. Yes,
Shit,
you
run.
can see him do it. I survived. Okay. Well, time to go kick his ass. Come on.
All right, yeah, let's do this. That's actually pretty good. I'm glad you can see him do it.
Yeah, that's a neat little thing to include there. I was afraid that it might not be visible.
Okay, you sack of shit.
Oh, well, how are you then?
Very much
great.
alive.
Put that levers. It
Didn't look like
cause
you
you
slipped.
any trouble by chance?
Looks like you walked forward and pushed the thing forward.
Oh, really? Then everything's good, isn't it? I'm Trusty Patches, the one and only. You and I, just a couple of undead outcasts. Right, my darling?
I don't even know why I bothered to keep him around. I actually did kill him the first time I played this game. So I kind of want to keep him alive this time to see what happens. Like, he pissed me off to the point where I finally actually hit him with a sword. Because it's like, okay, that's kind of a cool thing about the companionship, you know, there's like an inherent sense of...
Is he gonna turn the thing again?
No. There's like an inherent sense of companionship to anything that doesn't immediately attack you in Dark Souls, right?
Yeah.
Since everything's like almost immediately super hostile, when you see something that doesn't attack you or that helps you out a little bit, it's almost like Stockholm Syndrome, right? You have a tendency to be overly fond of them, which is why the community is the way it is, actually. Dark Souls has a pretty decent community, all right?
Yes,
So,
yes.
yeah, anyway, so when somebody like Patches actually does betray you, it feels that much more significant, right? Like, it's a pretty big deal. Because
An asshole down there shooting arrows.
because you trusted him immediately, right?
Right, because he
And because you
didn't
started
kill you.
Yeah, and when you start out with that immediate trust, anything he would do like otherwise is an immediate like he immediately breaks that trust, you know what I mean?
You fuck.
So you can't help but kind of hate him a little more than you normally would.
Get the fuck off here. See you later, Skellington.
Oh yeah, I forgot. We go down there.
Ugh. Those freaks are down there.
Oh, but anyway, the reason this game was buggy was because From Software wasn't comfortable with making a PC port. But I think in like an open letter to the fans, they asked if it would, if they tried to make one, right? And there were a couple of petitions.
Hey, is that a...
You know, yes, it's
Oh.
a Titanite demon.
What are you doing down here, fella?
That nobody would take them, take it too hard, you know, on them.
Right.
And of course, they made the thing, and an unofficial patch was available almost in 24 hours.
Hey, I guess, is that the
And-
guy you knocked down?
I think it became an official patch pretty quickly. I'm not sure.
No, it's not the same guy. Well, that's an interesting thing there. You
Yeah.
wanna know something funny?
They've gotten a lot better at PC development since then.
You wanna know something funny?
What?
I wasn't talking about the bugs in the game. I was talking about the literal bugs that were on the ground.
Oh yeah, I forget. I don't actually see any right
They're not right now. No, they're in the early area, but that's what I was talking about.
Oh, those.
Yeah, the giant bugs that were scuttling around.
Which reminds me, if From Software really wanted to, and it would be wonderful, they could make some money, and I would really appreciate if they released some of their older games on PC as well. Some of the stuff that's really hard to find. Like the Armored Core series, which is...
Or Demon Souls.
They can't do Demon Souls,
Why not?
because they publish through Sony.
Ah.
Yeah, see,
that's-
technically it's Sony's IP.
Oh, it's this asshole.
If they had made it like they did Dark Souls, right, they wouldn't have had a problem.
Triple kill. Fuck you.
Where I think they are their own publisher for this game,
Hey, look. It's
but they
those
retain
guys.
rights of the IP.
It's your best friends, Brian.
Oh, this is gonna hurt a lot.
And there's a Black Knight over there.
There's no Black Knight.
Yeah, there is.
No, there's not.
Yeah, there is.
Where?
There's a Black Knight in this area somewhere.
No, there's not.
Yeah, there is.
Oh shit.
You wanna...
Oh, this is why I hate those guys.
Yeah.
In Dark Souls 3, they hit you once and they're done. But in this one, they hit you a lot and you die.
Kind of like you almost did there.
Yeah, but I didn't.
Fuck you, you stupid fucks.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's really good. Good job.
But anyway,
Oh, Jesus.
yeah,
Oh,
you know, there's not actually a single Armored Core that was released for PC.
fuck
ever.
you, you pinwheel asshole.
And it's a really great
Drink.
series if you've never played it.
Drink.
Are you familiar with Armored Core at all?
Vaguely.
Okay, so like,
Also, we're about to fight a boss.
it's about the most like in-depth Mech Warrior, like mech combat game that isn't Mech Warrior, or is it still Battalion? What's the one that's really technical that comes with like a big like, it comes with like literally a control panel?
I think that's Mech Warrior.
It's
sounds
either
like
that or still Battalion, one of the two.
It might be still Battalion.
But
Also,
anyway,
you might want to drink. when
yeah,
it
Armored
starts.
Core already did.
No, you have less. You have like quite not very much health. Just a quick swig and then.
Oh, I love this guy. So, story with Pinwheel, right?
He's an asshole.
You know? Do you know his
I
story?
like that they look at each other. That's
Y-
pretty good.
Well, yeah, you know his story.
No, I don't.
Okay, so Pinwheel was a necromancer that dared to defy Nito, right? So Nito, of course, is the Lord of the Dead, right? And you can't.
The
you
first
can't,
undead.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Well, the first of the dead.
Yeah.
Whether that means that he's the best of the dead or the first one to die, it's complicated.
It's vague. We don't know yet.
Oh yeah, I didn't actually switch to decent pyromancies.
Yeah, don't worry about it. You did.
Anyway,
you did have his health in
This
one
guy
pyromancy.
basically undermined Nito's sovereignty, so Nito cursed him.
He's also the weakest fucking boss in the entire game.
Well, yeah, you're supposed to feel bad about killing him.
Also,
Yes.
he can completely gank you if you
Oh
let him.
man, we got
spawn
Mask
too
of the
many.
Child.
Yeah, one Mask of the Father, didn't you?
Yeah, I did actually.
Giant Dad.
Giant Dad. But anyway, yeah, so Nito cursed Pinwheel and fused him with his family.
Y'all.
Yeah, no, it's okay. So like, you know how there's 3 masks?
Mask of the Father, Mask of the Child, Mask of the Mother.
Yeah, Mask of the Child, Mask of the Father, Mask of the
that?
Mother. Because that's the
What's
reason
that blue thing?
those are prism stones.
Oh.
But anyway, yeah, so they're actually fused together.
That's fucked up.
And so what Pinwheel's doing down here is trying to find a way to unfuse them. He's got a sad story.
Then why did we kill him?
Because he attacked us. That's a lot of motivation for a lot of things that you kill in Dark Souls. Oh no.
Tomb of the Giants!
And pretty much immediately died. Well, I guess we're walking back through those skeletons. Oh man, 50,000 souls we left right there too.
God damn this game.
You know we're gonna lose that 50,000 souls.
You're gonna get janked by janked. You're gonna get ganked by pinwheel skeletons and die.
We're not gonna keep those souls. And I used that one, like, guaranteed skull lantern they give you to get the Ring of Fog, so... There's a good chance that we'll never be able to see in the Tomb of the Giants. Which means that we're gonna have to do this entire segment blind.
Literally.
But I think it was worth it for the Ring of Fog, won't you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except that everything my grandma sees you right now.
Except now we're gonna have a really hard time.
Gonna have a bad time.
Which isn't so bad because, well, actually it's kind of bad because we were having a hard time even before this. So basically...
Exit stage, right?
Basically we just made everything really hard from start to finish.
Brilliant.
I don't know, maybe the stealth build wasn't such a great idea. But anyway, yeah, so Pinwheel's a neat concept. I like him.
I don't like these skeletons.
I don't like him either, not that much. I just accidentally hit him with gross overkill.
Oh, you sack of shit.
But yeah, I saw a drawing somewhere that diagrammed how they're fused together. But that's the reason Pinwheel's like so lumpy. Right? Actually, let me see if I can find that.
Hold on.
Yeah, you see if you can find that.
Yeah, that's why I got the tablet for.
I've still got to march through here, so. But yeah, man, it's a cool idea. There's a lot of cool ideas in Dark Souls 1.
Yep. I'll type in pinwheel diagram, it gives me a literal pinwheel.
Like an actual pinwheel?
Like an actual pinwheel.
We'll type in Dark Souls. Also, I died.
That's what I'm doing, and I figured you would. So, bye-bye 50,000 soul.
It's okay. It wouldn't have actually bought us a level now anyway, since I actually just spend all that time leveling up.
Yas.
I think we actually need about like roughly 90,000 souls to level up at this point. Ow. Man, this place is
Shit.
This place is pretty rough, actually.
Yeah.
So you want to test that fall distance thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the diagram. That's the concept art I was talking about. I don't know if that's actually like official concept art, but yeah, pretty cool appearance, you know. It makes sense.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
Oh wait, there is a Black Knight here.
Yes, I told you.
He's way back there.
Yes. He's hiding in the black.
You can't just tell people things, Kelly. You've got to explain things.
Hey Brian, you know those guys that wear black armor and they're like knightly and all that kind of shit? Yeah,
I said, I don't know if there's a Black Knight here. I said, I don't know where he is, and you just never
I
said
didn't
anything.
know where he was, but I knew he was in the area. Get out of here, you
Well, I just assumed because I didn't run into him, he wasn't here. Oh wow, you take a decent amount of damage from falling down there.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I told you to drink when you jumped down.
Yeah, that's why we're so low in health.
Yes.
Sad and interesting thought at work today.
What happened?
Well, nothing happened. But, so, like, I kind of had O Fortuna stuck in my head, right?
Oh, Fortuna.
Yeah, you know that one. Anyway.
Because you love tuna.
Well, it's Latin, right? And so I was stuck thinking, right?
I forgot those fuckers existed.
You know, how, you know, Latin's relatively pointless, right? For the most part.
Hold on, I remember this place.
I mean, it's used by some religions and some ceremonies and things like that, and probably in Greece, you know, there's a historical society that knows Latin really well, but like Latin's kind of it's not necessarily a very good use of your time.
I'm going to kill myself.
I don't know what I fell off of, honestly.
You fell off of a bridge.
Okay, but yeah, Latin's not exactly the most economic language to learn, right?
Right.
Okay. So I was thinking...
Very difficult.
So I was thinking, man, Latin's the worst. And I was like, wait a minute, no. It's not the worst. There's got to be a worse language to learn than Latin, right? Because there are definitely languages that are more difficult. And I kind of narrowed it down, right? So it's going to have to be a fictional language. So I'm thinking, like, what's the worst two... Like the worst two languages to learn would have to be either Elvish from Lord of the Rings or Klingon. Right?
Isn't German, like, notoriously hard to learn?
No, I'm talking about, like, has no use.
I was just talking about in general.
No, not really.
It's not like just fictional languages that you would have zero use in real life.
Just the languages you'd have zero use for, really.
So who'd you say? You said Elvish and what?
I'd say Elvish from Lord of the Rings or Klingon from Star Trek. That was the two that I narrowed it down to.
Ah.
And it's just, the thing is, you can't really pick one as having an advantage over the other. Okay, so you say Klingon, right? Because lots of Trekkies speak Klingon, right? You learn to speak Klingon if you're a big Star Trek fan, and, you know, there's plenty of people ready and waiting to talk to you in Klingon, right?
Of course.
So, yeah, it's a pointless language, and it doesn't exist. You know, it's completely fictional. But, like, there's a community built around it. Now, Elvish, as far as I know, I've never heard of, like, Lord of the Rings, like conventions where, like, Lord of the Rings fans, you know, speak Elvish. It's rare, right?
Yeah.
But here's the thing about Elvish
God,
that kind of gives it a leg up on Klingon, right? So, Klingon is just a fictional language for the sake of flavor, right?
Uh-huh.
But Elvish actually was created by a linguist.
All right, be careful.
All right?
Stay a little to the left.
So, J.R.R. Tolkien, right?
Mm-hmm.
Actually was a linguist. Like,
Hey,
he studied languages.
That place down there looks familiar.
And he created Elvish. He actually originally created Lord of the Rings. The original concept of Lord of the Rings was to create a vehicle by which people would actually give a shit about what he called a more perfect language. So, like, Elvish, while nobody speaks it and it's still a completely fictional language, was designed by a linguist to be an extremely efficient language, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, there's like an academic quality to Elvish, you know?
He blocked that with a fucking sword.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm a little annoyed at these guys.
You're annoyed at everything, Kelly.
Well, I mean, it doesn't help that this is just complete pitch black and there are these giant assholes just...
Well, in
waiting
our
around.
defense, they did give us an opportunity to see, and we completely used it incorrectly.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, there's the demon ruins over
Yeah,
there.
that's what I said.
Or not the
Like-
demon ruins, but the, what do they call it? City of Chaos?
Yeah, something like that.
Lost City of Izalith. That's it. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah,
I love that place.
Look familiar.
Yeah, yeah. I think actually the bulk of Izalith is underneath that
Dome?
bell-shaped dome thing.
That's the third bell, the most important bell.
But yeah, so
Where's the bonfire at? There's
you
one
kind of
down
have to
here.
ask yourself, you know, which language would you learn? You know, if you had to learn a pointless fictional language, which one would it be?
I don't know.
Or not completely pointless, because obviously, you know, as I just said, there's merits to both of them. You know. Ah!
Ladder.
Oh! I don't give a shit about a ladder. There's a bonfire right
I
there.
was gonna say climb down the ladder. I didn't want you to die.
I don't know where that ladder goes to.
Down
I
here,
don't trust that
asshole.
ladder. I don't trust that ladder. I know, however, that there is a bonfire right here that I can access, and it is mine. Anyway, yeah. So, Elvish or Klingon?
I don't know. I don't really know which one I would care more for. I guess Elvish, because I've played more games where that's a thing. I haven't really watched Star Trek or anything like that.
And also, if you were ever...
Oh, hey, look, this asshole's here.
What? You again? Well, well. You've been a stranger. It's good to see you well, my darling. All right. You came at the perfect time. There's a fine stash of treasure right down that hole.
That hole?
I found it first.
That hole over there?
But we're friends now.
With the purple
I'll
thing?
split it with you, in any case. Have a look. It'll shimmer you blind.
I'll make a deal with you. How about you go first, or we go in together? As if I don't know this guy's gonna betray me. I mean, this is obvious. Only an idiot will walk into this.
You
Like,
know,
unknowingly.
Yeah.
I'm walking into it knowingly because, I don't know, maybe, maybe I am an idiot. Yeah, look at that.
Death.
He's not wrong, though. There is treasure down there.